scrimmage being really physical. Did you see that from your edge guys?
Yeah, I felt that. I felt like the guys came out and understood what that final real scrimmage was going to be, and what the expectation was. This is the last dress rehearsal of physical tackling football before we start game planning for Western Kentucky. And I was really proud of the group. I thought they ran to the ball. I thought we made some plays in the lap of the quarterback and allowing our guys to get good work on both sides.
When do you start flipping into game plan for Western Kentucky in practice?
Well, I know this after we get past these final couple days, we'll start to move into that. I know all off season we were preparing and getting our QCs and analysts and coaching staff preparing what that's going to look like. I think shortly here we'll be moving into that phase and implementing first plays from the games that we'll see early in the season.
Jeremiah was a little bit banged up in the picture you posted. Is he able to practice? Do you have an update on?
I know Coach told me just to let the guys speak on that. But I'd love to answer, but I'm gonna leave it that way.
How have you just seen the edge guys come along through 16 practices?
I think the biggest thing that I've been excited about as their coach is to enjoy the process of learning. We have a lot of great athletes here, and I thought learning how we were going to teach them in the spring and how they grew through the summer and then in fall camp to take the steps to take the points that we set all off season that they needed to do. When in the classroom, my dad's a teacher, and I try to make the room that way. And I thought that our studying and our habits to prepare us for a 17-round season, that is what I'm really most proud of, because we get the work. Coach Ballew's prepared them. We've done the meetings. It's the time at their craft. I think that's the most I'm proud of right now.
For guys like Quay and Yanze going into year 2, how much more confidence do you see from them when they're going out just in practice and scrimmages?
It's, I think a lot of the times when everything is on your radar, when you see a lot, you don't see anything at all. And narrowing the focus on, I'm looking at this pad tip of this tackle or the back set or, third down, I see how the tackle is aligned. Those are the keys that help you in the moment make a play. They're human too on the other side, and they get worn down and they're telling you things. How can I use that to implement it at a moment that I can go make a play for my team? And Yanze is one of those guys. I'm very proud of him and Quay and really the whole room. I think they've grown up, especially with the departure of 2 great players last year in that room, to see them want to fill that void with those habits and talking to those older guys that left about, hey, this is what you got to do when you get here. Let's start doing that now.
Do you see guys like Q and Keanu kind of stepping into those older guy roles and being leaders in your room?
I feel that. I think they both have a desire to, one, show everybody the work that they've done up to this point, but also to bring those guys along like a Noah Carter or a Jay Sean Ross, and even just the conversations when they're on the field together. I appreciate their mentality and their leadership, because that's what's made this place different. I walk in, you sense that, you see that from guys like Tyler Booker and Jalen Milroe. Like, we can have that in our room too, and you're affecting somebody every second of every day. Who are you choosing to impact? That's been my point to them.
Thanks, Coach.
Are those other guys, are they feeling pressure in replacing Dallas and Braz? Or like?
I think they're just ready to turn it loose. That was one thing. We had the players over the house, and we're sitting there, and my wife is asking, "Hey, are you guys excited? Are you guys ready to roll?" And they're like, "I'm ready to just go cut it loose and play." And I feel that, and I understand that. I've been in that situation, and you just want to show everybody what you've been working on and what you're capable of. And they're highly capable, highly driven, and I'm excited to cut them loose too.
Who in the room, I guess, stood out, impressed you during this second scrimmage?
I would say there's a group of 4 guys that I'm looking at right now that I believe are in a position to go contribute. Obviously, the older 2, Keanu and Q. Q's been a great leader, and Keanu's had a lot of production. I see Quay Rusal as a guy that's going to contribute a lot this year. And then Yanze Pierre has done a great job to put himself in a position where he can be counted upon. And I think once you get out there and you start to play and realize, oh, I have to be on point in these areas. Hopefully in the training and preparation, they understand the severity of each moment, but there's some real life learning when you actually get to go do it. And I'm excited for him to get to do that this fall.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach.